Hey guys, so last week I made a video on a Facebook creator called Derrick jaxn, where he talked about why men should stop worrying about women bringing up quote unquote old shit. Well, I'm doing a part two to his content because it just baffles me how a man can be so pandering. He pandereedle or whatever the term is going to be here, but he just panders to middle-aged women who have been hurt by men and feel like men are now trash. Those same females that be on Twitter and or Facebook talking about how trash men are. That's his niche of people that he panders to. So we're gonna get into this next video called thirst checking, not thirst trapping, but thirst checking, and it's just as dumb as it sounds.
Which was thirst checking. Thirst checking. Now, a lot of people get that confused with thirst trapping. So I'm going to try to make it clear the distinction between the two. Thirst checking actually is the lazy, disrespectful version of thirst trapping. Thirst trapping is actually okay.
Oh boy, here he goes again. Because what he's saying here is thirst trapping is perfectly fine. So all the Instagram females and people on in all the social medias who flaunt their bodies just for attention, just for the easy gratification of a like or whatever, that's perfectly fine. You can do that shit no matter what. Thirst trapping is just fine and fucking dandy, right? But thirst checking, what he's gonna get into, is wrong, even though it's just some normal ass shit.
Thirst trapping is whenever somebody says, look, I want you to drink this glass of wine. Right? I want you to drink this glass of wine. So it has this nice, pretty cup. It's got all these different ingredients that make it go organic and healthy for you. Like basically they want you to focus in on all these bells and whistles so they can draw you in.
Here he goes again. He's portraying men as thirst trapping when that you know where thirst trapping originates from. It originates from Instagram models, quote unquote, or females on Instagram. But he's portraying it as men throwing out, selling pipe dreams to women in relationships, when that's not what it is, bro. Like, you really is trying to play on people's intelligence. No, you're not playing on people's intelligence. You're playing on what people want to hear. And females want to hear that it's not their fault. Just people in general want to hear that it's not their fault. And that's what you constantly tell people. So they're going to roll with you. They're going to roll with you heavy. But you were really stupid. Like, I can't even fathom some of the things that you must do to sell your pride. Because I went through your Facebook. I didn't see not one female with you that wasn't at one of your damn conferences. Do you even have a girlfriend? Are you even married? I said this in the last video. But the more you talk, the more I actually believe that you have never encountered a woman in a sexual or relationship manner in your entire life.
That's what a thirst trap is. A thirst check is, I'm going to set this water in this cup, this tap water in this cup on the table, and I'm just going to see if you're going to beg for it. It's lazy, it's disrespectful, just like the person that does the thirst checking, because I know that's probably your next question. Who would do something like thirst checking? Yeah, lazy, disrespectful motherfucker that wants to see if he can find a woman that's going to tolerate it.
Oh my God. Listen, what you're saying is something that men and women do. It's not just men, it's not just women. Sometimes people just want to feel as if they're wanted. So people, both sides do this. If anything, women do it worse because they don't want to feel like they are going to look stupid trying to talk to you. They're trying to look at you and make you look at them so you come and talk to them because you feel a vibe. Really, looking at someone and trying to send them iMessages is based off of feeling vibes. Boy, I tell you.
All right. So the different ways that somebody will thirst check you is to stare at you but never approach. I know a lot of y'all deal with that and you wonder what's wrong. How do I shoot my shot? This is why I'm not a huge fan of shooting your shot. I ain't gonna go in on that too much because we already talked about that. I'm more of a fan of a woman just kind of making the assist, not actually trying to shoot the shot.
And that's why women do this too, because they don't want to shoot their goddamn shot, Derrick. You know the answers, but you purposely put out the wrong ones on purpose. Just to pander. That's your whole thing. I'm a pander. Damn.
But nevertheless, if a guy just looks at you, right, and he's made it 100% clear that you are on his radar, yet you still make the first move, then to him, he's thinking all I had to do was look at her and get her. I know she'll go for whatever the fuck else in the future. He ain't have to put forth no real effort. He ain't have to put himself out there to get curved, rejected, none of that stuff. He ain't had to think of how he was going to approach you and find the right timing.
Listen, at this day and age, talk to whoever you feel like you want to talk to. If you see someone and you like them and you feel like that you and them could have a future, or even if you just want to have sex, because people do that these days, go talk to them. It's not that damn hard. Just go up there and say, how you doing? I met my girlfriend because she spoke to me first. And I treat her like the queen I always loved, because she is one of the best girlfriends I could have ever asked for. And she talked to me first. There is not no sinister plan like, I just had to be around, or I just had to look. She was interested in me. Yeah, though, I mean, I guess you could say that she was biting in a way, but that's a real jaded way to look at it. She just looked at something, saw what she saw, and now, boom, we're together now. So don't be afraid to shoot your shot just because of some expectations for it. Do what the hell you want to do.
So literally, you just put yourself in the folder of, I require zero effort in order to get my attention, to get my number or whatever. Same thing goes for whenever a guy likes 20 or 30 of your pictures in a row, but don't make no move. That guy is thirst checking you.
No, he is not. He is just kind of subliminally throwing his shot. It's a lot of people. Well, really, here's what it is. He's ignoring the fact that when men get curved by women, women laugh, women joke. Women are some of the meanest creatures when it comes to like shutting down advances from another person. So me just liking 20 or 30 of your video pictures or whatever, I'm protecting myself from being like, niggas, from her being like, niggas in my DMs, from her thinking that she's popping or whatever. If I see what I like, you come to my page, you see what you like, and then we meet in the DMs, and then whatever happens after that. I really protected my time and your time because I didn't just go directly at you and get shut down, and now you want to just look around and be like, you know what? I'm really out here popping. Like you gotta realize, like, a lot of the things that men do are only counteractions to play against some of the cruel things that women do to men. But I guess he don't understand that his fan base wouldn't like to hear no shit like that.
Like if you jump in his DMs at the just getting your pictures like, he thirst checked you and you went for it. You let him know that your radar doing like this right here. You high up on the radar.
I like how this part really kind of just quote unquote slut shames people, and or just shames people for, doing what they want to do. I mean, if that's what attracted you or whatever, it's because you saw something that attracted you and you went for it. And there's nothing wrong with that. No matter what sex, color, creed you are, it doesn't matter. You just went for what you wanted. And that's just how it's supposed to be. Don't let this simp ass, old pandering ass, old white knight ass nigga. Yes, I said ass nigga. Make y'all think that y'all can't do some of the things that y'all really want to do. Don't do it just because Derrick Jaxn said that makes me real thirsty. No, bro, like, thirst is not really that bad of a thing. Let's just be honest. Everyone feels it. Everyone's been lonely before. Everyone's been down and out. Don't let pride be the reason why you die alone. Don't let Derrick Jaxn be the reason you fucking die alone. He gonna have y'all niggas out here fuck the fuck up.
People think a thirsty woman is that single chick that's flirting with everybody. She's very sexual. That is not the case. As a matter of fact, and I'm gonna hurt some feelings real quick, I know more thirsty women in relationships and marriages than I do thirsty women that are single.
I'm gonna need you to stop right fucking there. So I already know where you're going with this shit. I've seen enough of your videos to know exactly where you're going with this. Now you're going to start talking shit about how niggas in relationships ain't doing shit right, or how women are always desiring more out of relationships than men can supply. Like, bro, all you ever do is talk shit. about niggas. Like, bruh, leave us the fuck alone. We ain't did shit to you. Who stole your girl? Because you ain't got no female. Once again, I've seen you do not have a girlfriend and or wife. So who hurt your heart? Who left you? Who left you? That's my question. Who hurt you? Because you really out here just trying to cock block for everybody else because you feel like you Mr. Save-A-Ho, Captain Save-A-Ho, Emerald Save-A-Ho, like Emperor Save-A-Ho, goddamn. That's who you are.
And I wouldn't be surprised if that was the truth. I wouldn't be surprised if there were more thirsty ass women in relationships and even marriages than there were single. Most of the women.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
The fuck do you mean you don't know? You just said that shit like it was a bona fide, certified, researched, fully developed fucking fact. What the fuck you mean you don't know?
Women that I know that are single have standards. They're single for a reason. Very few women are just like, oh my gosh, I'm single because I can't find anybody to be my placeholder penis. Most women are.
I can't find anybody to be a placeholder penis. See, I knew it was coming. It was fucking coming. You were gonna start talking shit about niggas for no odd reason, bro. And this is what the females in your comments and in your circle come for. Just to hear you talk shit about men for what? They think you're so enlightened, but you're not. You're just really, I ain't even gonna say you're a traitor to the bro code, bro. You really have just sold your soul for no reason. Because I don't know any person, any normal man who can agree with you. Because all you do is kiss ass, bro. You really pander to the women that watch you. And that's the worst shit of all, bro. Are you even happy with yourself? How can you be happy just kissing ass your whole life? Your lips ought to be tired by now, bro. Real shit. For real. You got me goddamn fucked up, bro. Hold on. And what did that have to do with anything about thirst checking? Because see, now you made it about talking shit about dudes. For what? And no, women who get into relationships, 9 times out of 10, did not settle into the relationship. They found someone they really wanted to be with, or they saw potential in, or they felt could really do them justice as a woman, and they got with them. That's how relationships work. Here's what you're telling me. You know what? This is why I know you're pandering. This is exactly how I know you're pandering. Because you're just telling all these single ass, mad ass, lonely ass, I have had a nigga and a wild ass females in your comments that all the women that are in relationships are actually sad because they settled. And that your Prince Charming is out there. No, your Prince Charming's not out here. Because you're sitting here listening to Derrick Jaxn and he's telling you that niggas ain't shit. And you're sitting here fucking clapping along with that shit. And you're not going to get a nigga. So strap that dildo on. Go get some more cats. Because nobody's fucking with your mad ass.
Saying I'm not going for the bullshit. I'm not settling for just anything. I'm at an age where I ain't got time for no games. I'm tired. I'm exhausted with this bull. I'd rather be alone. As opposed to a lot of women in relationships, they going for whatever. They deal with whatever. They put up with what.
I'm really glad you said at this age. Because, 1, that was your audience. Single, mad-ass women. I just said it. 2, no woman just goes for anything in a relationship. That's just not how that works. Women are too opinionated for that. Have you ever dated a woman before? You make me ask you that a lot. Have you ever dated a woman before? Because everyone knows if you do anything wrong, women are going to hold that shit against you. If you do anything wrong, women are going to run that shit into the dirt. Not too many women I know are going to just tell you did wrong, work through it, and then that be the end of it. No one's just going for anything. You're just trying to make single women feel better than women that are in a relationship by saying they're not that happy. You're telling people what they wanted to hear. Because I'm pretty sure there's some older woman sitting in her bed with a bucket of ice cream going, you know what? This nigga knows what he's talking about. But you don't.
Whatever. And then you ask them why, and it's because, we've been together so long. Well, I mean, and then don't let a single woman try to check a woman in a relationship for being thirsty, because y'all know what they're gonna say. Then they're gonna get defensive and say, "Where your man at? I don't see you got no man. You can't tell me nothing." All these single women want to talk about how to have a man, and no, A lot of single women just trying to tell your ass how to not be thirsty. But they think because they're validated by a man or because they got a man there and it serves as what they think is validation that they're better off. And they
See, now I'm about to get to your pickle chin ass because I knew you was going to do this. Now you're going to spin it where females should be mad at other females for being together. Now, I understand that some women or whatever can be like this, but you're making it seem like it's everybody. Everybody in a relationship is like really miserable and they know that they've settled. And that's not the case. You know what though? I'm done. This is the end of the video here. I first of all, more than anything, I wanted to start a dialogue kinda to see if maybe I'm the one tripping. Maybe I'm the man out of line here. I mean, if you ask Derrick Jaxn, I most definitely am. But I don't know, guys. I really don't know. He's a real perplexing character. He got everybody all hyped up on themselves, but he just tells people what they want to hear, and they just eat it up. So, think about it. Is it really women settling for men, or is it women settling for his content? But hit like and subscribe. I'll catch y'all next time.
Hey, forever Wakando, I roll up the gondo. I'm ballin', no mondo. Got bitches, no honcho. This fine shit gon' condo. It's gonna take a little time.